YWAM is working in at least 170 nations around the world. We work here in Jarabacoa. We're very committed to youth. We like to give youth the opportunity to go out and attempt great things for God.
Youth with a Mission began with a 20-year-old by the name of Ron Cunningham. In 1956, during a personal prayer time in the Bahamas, he had a vision. He saw waves on a map. Then the waves turned into young people, and the young people set off to every continent sharing the good news of Jesus.
I've come to serve, not to be served.
God called us to pick up the cross and follow Him.
Why don't we have more missionaries on the QA?
YWAM is an international organization devoted to getting youth into missions.
Out of all the mission trips I've been at, it's been the hardest by far.
What is YWAM? Believers that are dedicated to knowing God and making Him known.
If we could simply set our own smallness aside for a moment and embrace some of the great things God has for us. What people really want is the opportunity to do something much bigger than themselves. A sense of deep calling, of a real destiny. It's going to be hard. There's going to be bitter struggle, constant danger, long months of loneliness, the difficulty of language acquisition, and all kinds of things.
God called us to preach the gospel to all the world. This isn't Disneyland. This here is a war. If you're going to join us, you're either fighting in it or dying on the sideline.
We run a discipleship training school here in Jarabacoa. We're equipping students about evangelism, how to share your faith, learning tools for spiritual warfare, understanding God's character and His nature.
Short-term teams are just an opportunity for groups to have an experience on the mission field. We've had teams come down and build houses, other teams come in doing UBS type stuff, medical clinic teams.
We teach this carpentry class with the hopes that we give people skills so that one day they can start their own business. We believe that you can take your practical skill and use it as an avenue for the spiritual. That's what Marcos does here.
We have a project here for the water purification system. So those villages, they only drink water from the river. Now we provide this purification water system for that.
We believe that God has something for this generation. God's given us a vision to begin to invest more in the Caribbean. The Caribbean is where YWAM began, and yet there are many nations that have been untouched. We plan to send outreach teams into some of the islands, perhaps the Bahamas, where Lauren received his first vision about YWAM, about young people.
This is the real life that I really want.
I got here and God has just really been like, this is where I need you right now, and I need you to trust me in this, and I want you to obey me in this.
Even though we sometimes have our own plans, it doesn't really work out that way. That God has His own plans.
We need people that want to join with us.
God's dreams are big. We are praying for more workers.
We need to be reaching our nation.
It's about seeing God's kingdom come here to earth.